My boys have always been aware and take care of their mom. I mean, they all do it. They all will give me big hugs and they always make check on me and they're always just aware of me.
Days after the news spread, the Flagstaff sky bled gray. The town seemed to breathe in unison, covered in silence that was only befitting of such a mass tragedy. Impromptu memorials sprouted in front of Garrison Brown's humble one-story house like memorial gardens. Hand-scrolled letters poured out anguish onto cardboard and poster board. Photos of Garrison smiled from wooden frames, and candles dripped into sidewalk cracks. Garrison, you were important. We saw you. You were loved by us, brother. Fly on. They arrived from strangers, acquaintances, and neighbors who watched him grow on screen from a boy's smile to a brooding young man. Kody Brown was not the origin of them. Not yet. Not even a flower. In the Brown family, grief was not as loud as quiet. The coroner's plea had been the last words Janelle had uttered. Her phone, now cracked and dusty, lay on the coffee table amidst a stack of missed calls and rejected messages. He continued to reflect on the last message Garrison had ever sent to her. "Mom, I'm not all right. It's all right though. I'll sort that out." The cues had been apparent to her. She had begged Kody to make a call to him, to just make a call. But Kody had called it drama and accused the boys of disobedience and taking away from the family's cohesiveness. All pleas for help had been documented by him as an attack on his authority. One of those wails was now silenced and in the ground, bundled in a frayed flannel blanket that had been Garrison's. Janelle remained motionless in her living room. Savannah huddled next to her and silently cried. The refrigerator humming, low him the only noise in the house. Kody and Robyn spent cramped luxury on the other side of town in a gated residence with new landscaping and holiday decorations. Inside, the air was artificially crisp, clean. Putting in noise-canceling windows had been Robyn's suggestion for privacy. She had insisted. Now, though, it only served to make the silence deafening. His bare feet slapping the cold tile, Kody paced back and forth on the kitchen floor. He hadn't slept. He hadn't cried. Instead, he got mad at the press, at Janelle, at the boys, at TLC. "This is being twisted," he growled. "They want to brand me as the villain." Robyn drank lukewarm tea as she sat on the marble island with arms crossed. Her face was stern and unattached, unmoved by bereavement. She stated, "They don't know the whole story. They are unaware of our efforts. You were mistreated by the boys. You were pushed away by them." Kody's eyes widened. "I am the father of them. I should be respected by them. They owed you nothing more than you gave them." A hushed voice might have murmured. However, Robyn was not the owner of that voice. Not right now. Never. A different kind of storm was building in TLC's executive headquarters in Maryland. Since the cracks in the Brown family started to appear, ratings had been skyrocketing. But now the network had to face a moral dilemma. Video snippets from Kody's most recent reunion interview went viral. He had denied responsibility for the rift with his sons in them. He had called the boys' mental health not my responsibility and written off Garrison's difficulties as growing pains. Sitting next to him, Robyn had nodded eerily in accord. The unfiltered, unvarnished footage was damning. Sponsors withdrew. The number of fan petitions soared. Social media was ablaze with rage. #fire. Kody Brown #justice. For Gar #Roni knew the board meeting went quickly. A vote that was unanimous. The deal with Kody Brown was ended with instant effect. Nor would Robyn be coming back. The focus of Sister Wives' future would change to the women who had made it through the system. Janelle, Christine, Mary, the grown-up kids, those who were abandoned. With her phone in one hand and her heart heavy in the other, Christine watched the chaos unfold from her home in Utah. Sitting next to her truly remained mute while the memorial's video rolled on the screen. Christine was ill. Kody was broken and she had always known it. She had left him in order to shield her kids from the years of emotional damage she had experienced. However, she never thought it would end this way. Not with a grave. Not with Garrison. "I also let him down," she whispered. Everyone did. Mary was sitting in seclusion in her mountain home back in Flagstaff. Her expression had shifted. There was no longer any desperation. Hard-won clarity was all that was left. "Kody no longer has the right to call himself a father," she declared out loud. But no one heard her. Long before Garrison was gone, he left them. Robyn, who saw it happen, referred to it as love. The Memorial Day came with a lot of clouds. Friends, supporters, neighbors, and almost the whole Brown family were in the park in mourning. Almost, Robyn and Kody stood apart when they arrived late. Nobody went to them. Nobody looked at him. Even Solomon and Ariella appeared perplexed by the tension as they gripped their mother's hands. Standing in a single line, the adult children resembled a wall made of sadness. Hunter, Logan, Madison, Aspen, Michael, and Gabriel. In their eyes were fragments of Garrison. With a folded note in his shaking hands, Logan took a step forward. He said, "It's from Garrison. Weeks ago he wrote it. It was discovered in his journal." He started reading in the deafening silence. "Feeling like I belonged was all I ever desired. I am aware of my errors. I am aware that I cross lines, but I had to see my father. Not as disrespectful, not so ungrateful. The same as his son, just like me. I wasn't feeling well. I required assistance, and I wish I had been comfortable enough to request it." Janelle snapped. Christine caught her as her knees buckled, with his face a mask of remorse crumbling at the edges. Kody stood frozen in place. Robyn grabbed his arm, but he jerked it off and took a step back. The people in the crowd cried, and Kody eventually sobbed, silent and by himself. The Brown family became even more divided in the days that followed. Kody withdrew from the spotlight and made a timid statement that lacked accountability, but was full of ambiguous regret. Robyn did the same, claiming in a tearful video that "we tried everything. We were sent away by the boys." On the other hand, Janelle went back to Garrison's tomb by alone. "You deserved better, baby," she said in a tearful voice as she placed a sunflower on the ground. "Now I see you. I'll make sure they never forget who you were." Sister Wives, The Rebuild. A new campaign from TLC focuses on accountability, healing, and the voices that have been silenced for a long time. A documentary was offered to Christine. Janelle was given the opportunity to address other mothers. For the first time, Mary herself was viewed as a survivor rather than just a shadow. In the past, the Brown name has represented togetherness and faith. It now represented warnings and repercussions. And one silent evening when the sun sank over the Arizona desert, a message was still written on the sidewalk outside Garrison's house. "You deserved it. Now we see you. We shall always remember." Would you like to see part 2 next, where Mary gives a compelling exposé interview? Robyn starts to isolate herself. Kody thinks about suing the network, and the adult children begin to speak out. And there's more. After losing her son in 2024, Sister Wives Season 19 star Janelle Brown had to face yet another tough Mother's Day without him. Janelle, who turned 56 recently, has experienced a lot in recent years. She was polygamist patriarch Kody Brown's second wife, but she left him in 2022. Janelle realized she could no longer live with Kody after 29 years of marriage. When the CO-19 epidemic further split the family, Janelle and Kody's marriage was already having trouble, and it failed. Kody had 4 wives and 18 children at his height. 3 of his spouses had left by the time Sister Spouses Season 19 debuted, and Kody had not spoken to a number of his kids. Garrison Brown, Kody and Janelle's oldest son, was one of their 6 children together. Janelle, in contrast to Kody, remained close and affectionate with all of her children, including Garrison. Even a mother's love couldn't save him, no matter how close she was to him. Since her son passed away, Janelle had to deal with her second Mother's Day, and it might never get any easier. Season 19 of Sister Wives is currently running, and the program did a fantastic job of dealing with the premature loss of 25-year-old Garrison. As the Brown family journeyed to Wyoming to lay Garrison's ashes, several members of the family thought back on their affection for him. Many Browns thought it was appropriate that Garrison reunited them. During the program, they all expressed their affection for him, which must have been incredibly therapeutic for them all. They recalled him as a kind young man who loved animals and had excellent comedic timing. Janelle has been making a concerted effort to grieve her loss in her typical stoic way since Garrison's passing, but she is just human. The Sister Wives star has found it difficult to come to terms with her son's passing, and no parent should ever have to bury a kid. She made every effort to preserve her kid while he was still alive, but sometimes a mother's love alone is insufficient. Janelle found it hard to comprehend and accept it. Janelle and her daughter Savannah Brown, 20, were discussing the new farm she purchased in North Carolina during Sister Wives season 19. Before he departed, Janelle realized Garrison had never seen the land. Janelle found it difficult to believe that Garrison would never visit her new house or farm. The new life Janelle was creating for herself would never be seen by her cherished son. Garrison and Christine shared a unique bond. She had known him since his birth. Christine handled the most of the child care while Janelle worked and the family grew. They had an unbreakable bond because she raised Garrison and he spent every day with her. Christine remained close to Janelle and her kids even after she married David Woolley. After splitting from Kody, Christine gave David additional information regarding Garrison during Sister Wives season 19. Although she was happy that Garrison attended her wedding to David, she was heartbroken to learn that he would never attend another family wedding. Christine was like a second mother to Garrison, even if he wasn't her real son. Having Christine to rely on during trying times like Mother's Day is likely reassuring to Janelle. Kody Brown, the star of Sister Wives, has a soft side despite his frequently grumpy and combative demeanor. His assortment of action figures and models, some of which are Star Wars designs, is evidence that the much-maligned patriarch has a humorous side. Kody has had a number of traumatic events in his life, including his declaring bankruptcy in 2005, divorcing 3 spouses, Christine, Mary, and Janelle Brown, and losing his son Garrison Brown. Everyone requires enjoyable activities that allow them to express their feelings and make life more enjoyable. For this reason, a lot of grown-ups purchase toys. People have been collecting Star Wars toys for a long time. From the iconic figures of the 1970s to the adorable Lego designs of today, with their amusing mops of plastic hair. Labubbas are a popular craze right now. Fun fact, Robyn also collects toys. She has a collection of dolls, including American Girl styles. The estimated worth of her collection is $70,000. Kody definitely had to spend at least $100 to get even a lower tier Millennium Falcon, even though he doesn't seem to have paid nearly as much. View a selection of his collection above, courtesy of a Reddit thread that Mindful Goat Nugget created. Tiny robots surround the spacecraft, which is located on the bottom right. For about $111, prominent internet shops sell a Bandai Hobby 1/444th scale model kit of the Millennium Falcon. There are of course more expensive variants of this famous spacecraft. One of the exclusive designs might belong to Kody. This online sold Rise of Skywalker Millennium Falcon is a lot like the tiny model spacecraft at Kody's old Flagstaff, Arizona house. The sale price of that residence was $1.75 million. The pair proceeded to purchase a second, even more expensive home, this one costing $2.1 million. Their treasures have plenty of space at their new palace in the same city. Although they receive criticism for their extravagant lifestyle, Kody and Robyn may actually have a lavish lifestyle. Apart from the toys pictured above, which were captured on camera by a fan who was taking a 360 degrees walkthrough of their house, while it was up for sale. According to the Reddit thread, there were also other intriguing images that perfectly capture their taste. With a very dramatic medieval castle-style bedroom that includes ornate bedposts, a deep purple color scheme, and a padded silver headboard, it's unmistakably unusual. Overall, it's a mid-range Las Vegas hotel, and that's quite enough. The majority of the Reddit thread's users don't actually understand Robyn and Kody's style. Fans' reactions to the toys aren't that strong, but many are horrified or simply baffled by what they see. The funniest comments are actually fueled by the decor. Robyn was singled out by a critic who blamed her, possibly rightly, for the master bedrooms for oil ambience. Robyn and Kody have always seemed to live better than the now exes do, although Christine Brown seems to be catching up. Christine was the first to go, and she soon found a husband. They appear to be living comfortably now. In fact, David and Christine purchased a house in Moab, Utah, and now rent it out on Airbnb. As the Star Wars multiverse continues to grow, Kody's life changes alongside Cutest in the Galaxy Danu, also known as Baby Yoda. Perhaps it felt like the puzzle was coming together, even though he seemed to lose a lot when his ex-partners moved out. To be honest, Robyn and Kody are a good match. Despite their imperfections, Kody loves his wife and has no desire for another woman. No more pretending to love. Kody doesn't need to go through the motions of acting as like he cares about wives who aren't Robyn, since everyone knows who he loves. That always causes some sort of anguish or pain that harms one's mental health. Kody's universe is therefore growing in that regard. He's attempting to connect with his older kids, some of whom have problems with him, and it's more genuine. By redistributing Coyote Pass, he gave Mary and Janelle bigger portions of the land. He is evolving as seen by all of these things, but perhaps his collection of toys and other home comforts will help him relax at an exciting and frequently trying time in his life. He continues to grieve and always will. Watch the touching video of Garrison above, which captures the boy's tender nature. When Coyote Pass sold for $1.5 million, Kody and Robyn had a lot of money in their bank account. They allegedly earned $750,000, but they do not receive the entire sum. Given the amount of money they spend on toys and the David Ure jewelry that Kody and Robyn own, it's wonderful that they received a boost in income. The fact that Kody is contacting his children, though, is more significant. The most essential thing is children. When parent-child interactions aren't going well, it's the parent's responsibility to strive to improve matters because they bring so much delight. In a way, children remain children even after they have grown up, and they still want their parents to love and protect them. Kody may be able to mend these priceless ties by taking the initiative. After a period of exceptionally low self-awareness, he appears to be learning from experience. This is encouraging for a peaceful future. Kody is aware that lightsaber fights aren't meant to last forever, because he is a Star Wars enthusiast. Instead of continuing interminably for years, a fight scenario should come to a conclusion. Kody Brown of Sister Wives might be able to reunite with his children and restore his damaged reputation if he can resist using dubious dark side tactics like deceit and manipulation. Since he started dating Kody Brown, Sister Wives star David Woolley's health has considerably improved. After first meeting on a dating app called Stir, the couple soon entered a committed relationship. David persisted in dating Kody even after finding out about her history as a sister wife. She turned out to be his real soulmate. He later realized David and Kody fell completely in love with one another. After just a few months of courtship, she accepted his proposal at the beginning of 2023. Planning their wedding didn't take long for David and Kody. Only a few months after they moved in together, they were married in October 2023. On October 7, 2023, the wedding ceremony was held at the Red Cliffs Lodge in their home state of Utah. Over 330 people were invited to the wedding by David and Kody, but they purposefully left out Kody's ex-husband Kody Brown and her former sister wives, Robyn and Mary Brown. In 2024, David and Kody spent their honeymoon and first wedding anniversary in the quaint French village of Cassis. Over the last 2 years, David has changed significantly. His body has changed, and he is now in better health than ever before. David revealed that he has shed more than 20 pounds by the beginning of 2025. If you're still interested in hearing more about the products that David and I love, and have helped us lose 65 pounds collectively, comment me. Kody said in a post about his weight loss makeover. David's weight loss journey was compared in the post, showing how he went from having a stronger build to being slim. Kody also disclosed how David achieved a notable weight loss. During an interview, she talked about her husband's transformation. She stated via People that David quit drinking soda, quit eating sugar. The mother of 6, Kody also revealed that she helped David lose weight by introducing him to a few supplements. With the help of Kody's food plan, supplements, and advice, David, who is in his 60s, became the most physically fit he has been in years. He maintains an active and healthy lifestyle, as evidenced by his recent images, which allows him to match Kody's energy level. Kody wrote an article in March 2025, outlining some of the primary factors that influenced David's weight loss decision. She said David's blood sugar is so much better and we both have amazing energy. Please let us know in your comments and watch more videos by subscribing our channel for such updates. Thanks to all of you.